Happy Sunday! Welcome to the studio, guys. If you're catching the replay, that's great. Happy. But I decided to come on here because April is almost gone and I had not done anything direct teaching in here. If you've been joining me on my YouTube channel Mondays and Wednesdays, thank you. I feel like I'm going to have to change my chair because it's just getting on my nerves. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take old, like, if you have palettes, let's move this. I'm going to pause a little bit, see if anybody's going to join live because I don't want to have to start too quick. We're going to give it about a minute, 2 minutes. But as I gather supplies, you're going to need old paint palettes. So if you have a paint palette that is old, not so much as old, but has paint in it, and like me, I'm always putting new ones in here, and so I'm going to keep it. And I saw something in a class, well, it wasn't in a class, it was in Skillshare. And I was just like, what she did wasn't with paint, it was some leftover scraps and things like that. So I was just like, man, I could do that with my watercolors. So that's where that inspiration came from in Skillshare. This, let me put my do not disturb on so we don't have anybody coming, let's see, till this evening. So Monday is my day to do all of the things, do lives. I mean, not so much as do lives, but if the feeling hits me, then yes. But more so to do videos, plan for the week, plan for my Monday, Wednesday lives, kind of put my life in order for what's going on, that kind of thing. So Sunday is reset day. Okay, so I have this palette and this palette, and I have a couple of others, but I don't want to pull out all of them because I know what I'm going to do. This is definitely going to do it. These are Mission granulatings that are left over in here. So we're going to use these so I can take this and have this clear because I really like putting my paints in here. I even bought me some clay that I'm going to kind of try to make my own little clay thing, but it's air dry. It doesn't have to go in the kiln to cook. We're going to see how that's going to work out because I know if I make it, I probably can't put water in it. I'm not sure. It'll be something like this. Maybe this is, I don't know. We're just going to play with some clay. That's what I'm going to do. And I like my little trays to sit on my desk. That works out. Okay, we're going to get paper, and I am going to be using Fabriano. It's 140 pounds, and this instance poundage works. It does. And then I'm going to spray this down. Spray it all the way down. Spray these individually, not so much. I don't want them to be saturated that it takes away the. I already have one done that I've done, and I'm very pleased with it. So I'm going to use that as my template, and I won't show you to the end, so that way you can see how it works. Now the other thing we're going to need is washi tape. And the other ones, I like this, but I feel like I'm going to run out. Yep, I knew it. So we won't even start. We can maybe do this end. Will it even fit on this end? So you're going to put washi tape on this end. There we go. All right. And that's all of that, but I need the same width. Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just go and slap this down. It's right here. I feel like I want some other. Nope, don't have any more. I don't want to get up either. That's about the same size. All you want to do is just put it on here I remember when Pamela told me, it's like, cover your edges up so that way it don't have harsh edges. That's been about, 4 years ago, because I've been in the house 3 years. And I was just like, oh, okay. I tell you, since I've taken my grief and thrown it into the art world, it has just been so amazing at how much I didn't pay attention to things in the beginning, because why? It wasn't my focus. My focus was healing and finding something that will help me put my anger and stuff. And so it's very nice that art has done that. All right, now I'm going to use the lines on here to get a good line, because we're going to make, now you don't have to do yours like mine, except for the outside. I want you to do the outside. But right here, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go put it right on the 3. This is going to be art. You can take this and either frame it this way. Let's see, we got that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I want 4. 4 is huge. Let's do it. Let's do it. And 1, 2. Okay, now we're gonna go this way. And if you don't care how it lines up, you don't have to worry about measuring. I just happen to have this on my desk, and so I use it. So we're gonna do a little one. This one I'm not gonna do the whole thing. We're kind of gonna do a little one there. And one there. These are going to be your window frames. And one there. So we're going to have, that's kind of crooked. We won't worry about it. It's not about perfection. It's about making you feel better, or making you not feel better, or whatever it is. For me, it was just, it made me feel better, and it also got rid of some paint. Now this one I think I'm going to leave big, 2 in the middle. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right. Put our washi tape aside. Make sure it's good and down, because you don't want the water to go up under the tape. And I will tell you, if you're using painter's tape or anything like that, make sure that you kind of take some of the sticky off by maybe doing that. But this washi tape is old, and this is another way of using my products. All right, so we have water, clean water. Clean my brush out. First, let's go over here. And it's not a right or a wrong way of how to start. It's how you want to start. This part is not based on what I'm not telling you what colors to get, because I don't know what's in your palette, what you're needing to clean out of your palette. You get to see the colors that are in my palette. Okay. Swoop it around until the brush is dry. Then we're going to go in with another color while it's wet. I also used some inks too to do this. Get it, make sure it stay wet. Oh, I love that yellow. So your colors, again, is going to be different. And let's say you don't have watercolor, you don't have this, because I know Sarah uses markers. I'm also certain, because you got watercolor markers, that you can do the same thing, same concept. I'm loving this yellow. All right, let's see what's over here. Oh, that red is waking up. And I'm just mixing this all up, what's already in there. And I'm not worrying about what the color looks like, what the mood looks like. Who cares? Slap it down on the paper. On the paper. Literally. These can make good backgrounds. Or, oh, that was a little much. Don't worry about it. I realized, well, I can't say recently, but I realized how many of you don't think about breathing? Like, you don't think about it, you do it. But when trauma happens in your life, it's something you need to pay attention to a little more. Or if you're stressing, you got life going on, you got a lot of things going on with the kiddos, and you just, just focus on what's going on. You don't concentrate on your breathing and all that stuff. I've realized here lately that sometimes, like when I be painting, I'm not breathing. Like I would literally hold my breath, and not for long periods of time. It's just like maybe a color I pick up would just be a little bit of, I don't know. I can't explain it, but I realized it, and since I realized it, then I make sure I remind myself. It's like, hey, breathe. Take a deep breath. Bring it in. I like that. Let it out. That kind of thing. But and then it gives your heart time to you to check in with your heart. Those are pretty. I'm really liking this, so I'm going to kind of go on top of this and kind of make it. Wasn't trying to make anything, but left or right was speaking to me. So cleaning up all of the colors, going over them, and letting them all mix up in the middle. And I think this was Koi. I was sampling Koi paint. Koi, Koi. They're all right. For what I'm doing right now, I would definitely do it. Why? Because I don't want to. These backgrounds are yummy. And they're good for just layering. I want that a little different. And then once you put them all down, you get to go back and look at what it is. How do you like it? Is it speaking to you? Because it's yours. It's not, doesn't have to be perfect, but the whole point is to get rid of all of this. Oh, there we go. I like that. All of the paint that's in my old palettes. And this egg palette I'm going to use here at the ranch, or maybe like when I have guests, pull out the pretty stuff. But I always like porcelain or just pretty jars, pretty vases, to slap some paint in. So that really looks good. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, not going to get it all done. Thought I was going to be able to get it all out, but still got some that's going to be left over. Okay. Now, this is done. Still have a whole bunch, so I'll probably be doing some more of these. Maybe making Mother's Day cards. And taking these and putting them on a base. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to pull this off to let this dry. So we're going to set it to the side and kind of let it dry because we're going to do something else with it. So we don't want it to be, so let's do another one with different windows. Edges, of course, is always going to be done because we want clean edges. There we go. And this is good to get rid of washi tape. I tell you, I have so much washi tape. I've given it away. All I've done is just watched it sit up. And I was just collecting it. That's just it. Didn't like collecting it. Some of it I do have, the flowers, the florals. That was inspired by LaQuisha. She bought those flowers. Oh my goodness, when I saw them, I was just like, oh, they're so pretty. But the thing about it is, I got them and I don't even want to use them because they're so pretty. And I don't journal like I used to journal. I do more art journaling and writing on my palette before. So it's not really a journal that let's make this straight. I do want these lines to be straight. Like this year, I have one journal, and it is my business journal. I feel like that's crooked. It does everything that I need it to do. So I didn't invest in all those planners and journals. Didn't do it this year. 2025 is in one book. All my emotions, all that stuff. Oh, I feel like that's crooked, but it looks like it lines up with the line there. There we go. And you don't have to worry about making it perfect, but sometimes I just want some lines to be perfect. Try to control some things in my life, you know, because you can't control a lot of things. But some things, those things that I can control, I like to control them. And putting this washi tape down, I can control. Boom. All right. Now I want this to be grungy looking, and the blue is finally woke all the way up, and the black is gone. And let's mix up a little bit of white. Put some of that ochre, which is gonna make it green. And let's just go top to bottom, each corner. Excuse me. Okay. That's that. And then we're going to go right to the left. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I missed that corner. No worries. So tell me, if you're watching the replay, tell me, what have you been creating? What has been inspiring you? Is there anything specific that you'd like to see here in the Patreon that I haven't done in the past? Because your input makes it even better to go on with Patreon and do some things. And I definitely want to do some things that you like, because at the end of the day, I love all the things. Not all the things. All the things watercolor. Like, I'm enjoying venturing out in the new watercolor world with colors that I have not even ever thought about. And I will say, I am learning and loving. The quality of the watercolor makes not so much as the painting better or prettier. That's not what I'm talking about. Or your flower, you know, your process is still your process, right? But for me, what I have been enjoying is new watercolors, like granulating watercolors, paying attention how the colors go on the page, right? Like even so much as this. And you see I got a sloppy old brush. This is a regular old brush that I got from Hobby Lobby. They had them on sale. They were like $1 and something, $1 and some change. It's just like, yeah, let me get that. Because as far as painting my flowers, I probably would never use this brush. Not for my flowers, but look at for what it's working on this. It's easier to slap it around. Let's put some of this color. Oh, yummy. So granulating watercolors has become my new thing. I've also just started putting my inks, because I have all these Ferris wheel inks that I don't put in my pens because my fountain pens, they pretty much, they clog them up because the ones I have has shimmer in them. And it tells you if you do, it's going to clog it up. And so I didn't like that. So I've started putting them in my art. And that has been making my flowers pop, 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 pop. Those are pretty. Now this is a nice background. Now make sure the sides is good and done. Oh, yummy. So I am looking to continue growing my YouTube channel. That's where my focus has been. And for future, if you're in future Patreon, you're here because you possibly came from YouTube. And that's pretty much the only place I have it linked right now. Maybe every now and then on, what's that thing, Instagram, but I'm enjoying YouTube right now. So if you got me from YouTube, thank you. Thank you for joining us here in Patreon and watching us grow. I like that. See, we got some more in there to clean that out. Let's put some brown over there. Kind of like it looks like range. But you got to stop kind of slapping it down if you want it to have a smoother, I don't know. I'm just wanting backgrounds. So now this is all done. We will, God, I don't have paper towels here. That's interesting. That must mean I've used them all out. Now you get to kind of just wipe it on out. I wanted to do a paper towel so that way I could have kept the paper towel. There's nothing really in there. Listen, let me tell you what the worst thing is to want Chick-fil-A on Sunday. So at the time of this live, it's a Sunday. I was like, ugh, Chick-fil-A would be good. So I'm going to have to get that off of my palette. And then tomorrow, I'm quite sure I won't want it. All right. There we go. So we got the eggshell is clean. This one has still got a ways to go, so we're not going to rush it. I'm going to take this one off. We're going to put it over here so it can dry. We're going to bring this one back because it looks dry. Now, what we're going to do next is have a smaller brush. And this one is a regular number 6, just regular old brush I got from Jackson Studio. It's called Studio Synthetic. Nothing special, nothing, but it's small. And so the ones that I normally do are a number 8, but we got little boxes. So we're going to make little art in little boxes. Now, normally I would go with the colors in here, but the colors that I would use, they're already gone. They're already gone. So what that is going to force me to do, not so much that it's a bad thing, but I'm going to get my ink. Let's see which one. And we're going to kind of, and these are Ferris wheel inks. That one won't work. Yep, that won't work. That's a funky color. I don't like that at all. Let's see how dark this one is. Because if you ever get Ferris wheel ink, don't get rid of that thing right there. You need it. Keep the grip. Oh yeah, that one's yummy. So all I'm doing now is, because I'm a flower girl, I'm just adding flowers. Or just kind of making some little flower shapes. Nothing spectacular. So we're going to put 3 in here. Now you can do whatever you want in yours. Mine just happens to be flowers. I'm going to let that dry, because then we'll come back and we'll put leaves on it. And I want this one to kind of go off that edge. And so that way we can work the edge. And yeah, it's kind of like that. There we go. And those are going to dry very pretty. Okay. Let's see. Interesting. All right, let's move back over here. Okay. I'm trying to decide that I'm looking at that, so I like those, but this is going to, I don't want that color to continue. And the whole point of this is using scraps. So I'm going to have to get, where is my little basket? There it is. With scraps. Wet them up. Samples, not so much as scraps, but samples. See how that's not going to show up great on that one. Let's see what a yellow does. Oh, that blue might pop. So all I do is keep, when I get samples, put them in there, and then that way I use them. That'll work. That'll work. Let's make it, get it wet. I have a new watercolor Rosa Gallery. I'm waiting on the new ones to come out. But the samples that I got from a friend in the UK are amazing. But they're not available yet, so I have to wait. Okay, like that. And this one, that's kind of, I don't know if y'all can hear the birds. The birds outside my studio right now are just very relaxing. Remember, no right or wrong way of how you do it. You get to put them down how you want. You're just filling up the square. And I like going around the edge because once I pull this up, it'll be pretty. Okay, that's well enough of that color. What one is this one? And these colors are deep, deep south. Deep, deep light. I keep saying deep, deep south. It's deep, deep light is what these colors are. And so I like them. And this is, oh, that's pretty. Okay. Let's see, do we want to put something in there? I feel like I need to put some more on this flower. I want it to be a little bit more pigmented. And remember, you got to dab up on, because you got, this is a watercolor that we put down, so we don't want to wake it up. You don't want to wake up what's already down there, so don't spend too much time going over these flowers. Let's see, we have quinacridone magenta and agallo. I think I want to spray that one. I think my body is hungry. On some new meds, and it's just been doing its thing. Oh, that's very, 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 very vibrant. So we can do that there. Hey, leave me a message in a comment if you're watching the replay. What's a movie you've been watching? I've been trying to catch up on some good movies without having to go to the movies. I'm just not the one to go out the house to the movies anymore, but I do love a good movie. I looked at Notebook last night. Oh, but God, it's still a great movie. James Garner. I always loved him all the way back to the Rockford Files, and my dad used to look at it, and I never understood. Now I caught myself looking at the replays of the Rockford Files. Okay, there we go. So all I did was put flowers, because flowers is my jam, flowers is my thing, and put them in here. Now I need a green. And you know why? Because we got to make leaves. There we go. We got a green in here. Let's go back to our palette. We can use this green to give us some leaves. Boom. There we go. Nice. Now you get the gist of what you're going to do if you're just watching. Now when you go and create your own, that's going to be a cute little design that you can either, once we finish with these, you can either cut them up or put them like in a frame just the way it is in this one. I haven't, the one I already made, I'm going to cut it up. Kind of like that, okay. There we go. Well, I haven't done anything with this green on here. Let's get that going. It's really not my color. I feel like maybe if I mix it with something, it'll make it yummy, but that limey color, I'm not a fan. Blue-green. Kind of started collecting blues and greens. Don't even know how. Okay. Let's go. Let's try this one. Perfecto. Colors are popping. This box, I love this colors in this box. Let's kind of put some more in there. Okay. And then there's another movie I watched with Jamie Foxx. I like that. Can't remember the name of it. Let's see, it's right here on my iPad. Back in Action. It's with him and old girl. Cannot remember her name. Cameron Diaz. That's her name. Cameron Diaz. Okay, now that we're done with this one, we're going to pull the tape up now. Oh my goodness, remember I told y'all that the tape might not do so great, it might rip up because it had too much. Let's rip it off. Just rip it. Just rip it. It's not going to be, because if you cut around it and put it in a frame, it's not going to matter, except for that one. Kind of peeled off my print, but I can go over it with something. And another thing, try to take it off the way you put it on. I should have took off the sides, and then it probably wouldn't have been as bad. But usually, like I said, when I'm doing this in a I've done this in the past with stress, and so when I'm doing it, I could care less. I'm not doing it to make it be perfect. Doing it to make it so as we pull the paper up, it's just like, stress relief. It's like ripping paper. Look at that. OMG. Isn't that yummy? Now this right here, I'm not going to worry about it, but I don't like it because it took over that print. Like, okay, and so that one's this one. Now this one, I like this background, so this one is not completely dry, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to take this one off the way we put it on first. See, it makes it a whole lot easier when you take it off the way you put it on. Excuse me. So learn from my mistake. Learn from my mistake. These are beautiful. I love these colors. OMG. So I told you the blues and the greens. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now this is the one that I did before. That made me was just like, hey, let me go and show them how to do this. Isn't this beautiful? So I will be probably taking this one out and framing it. I could put it in a frame like this. Let's see, do I have any more? I don't think I have any more. No. I was going to show you, well, I can't show you this. I was going to put it in a frame, show you how you can put it in a frame like that. This is how I've done these. Like the next one, I'm going to put this one in a frame. And again, washi tape's amazing. Like this one I can turn this way because I love that purple. These I did with my Holbein granulating watercolors. So you get to see them kind of show up and react. And these are with Holbein. Again, you get to see them show up and react when you just leave them alone. Oh, this one is still coming off. Let's see, maybe it's going to... Yep, it did. So that way, I can show you what it looks like here. Oh, that has tape on it. Well, you know what? I'm going to commit to it. No, I don't like it because this is 9, that's what it is. This is 9.5 by 12. And I will be cutting off. I'll be cutting off. Yeah. Because this is a 8.5 window. So it won't work. So let me put it back where I got it. Even with this one, it really didn't work with this one. This is what the whole picture looked like. So I still was cutting off some of the picture. But I think I was just showing what it could look like. There. It don't want to stick now. Put double-sided tape on it. But again, my washi tape is old. So they have no adhesive. But that worked out. That comes in there. And then this one is one that works out too. So they work out. There are things that I'm doing and putting online, putting in my store. So that's why I putting them in frames, not so much as picture frames. But so there we are, guys. That is today's class. You can make these little squares. Like I said, I watched the lady make them from her junk scraps, and I'm talking about little scraps that she put in little windows. And then when she finished, she just had little, kind of like, it was about this size. These are cards that I got. So they were, when you finished, she had little, she cut them out, and then she had little things that she had decorated without, I guess you could have did them this way, but I like the way she did it, so much so that, again, turned them into my own little mini collages. Now, what I could do, I could cut these out and have my own little collage, but I like this the way it is. I'll probably cut these out. These will probably get cut out, this one, because these can definitely be little mini. These, can cut these out and put them in frames like this. These little frames you can get from the dollar store. Got these from the dollar store. They're, I can't remember the size. I think they're 3.5 by 5. But remember, I've been doing mini portraits. And so all my mini portraits either get put in a frame. And these I can put in a frame. So there we go. So I hope you really enjoyed today's tutorial time with me hanging out in the studio. And again, leave me a comment if there's something that you would like to see me do in Patreon here, because after all, I'm here in this arena to teach you how to overcome whatever it is that life may be slapping at you by using art. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.